Where is it?
Sit down!
Finish the job, son.
Where did this come from? I know that you said that you had pitched a sort of take on Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Does this carry forward some of those elements?
Yes and no. I mean, the idea I had back then was so different. It was going to the Amazon on a boat, scientific expedition. It was basically that.
Yeah.
But I was pitching to them that the real love story was between the creature and the female scientist, and it didn't work. I mean, it's going through the same front door that everybody goes through, and then to go through the service door with the people that are cleaning the bathrooms, emptying the trash bins, it's completely politically, philosophically, it's completely a different story.
Yeah.
And it's not in the Amazon, and the guy that in the normal story would be the hero is a villain here, and the creature carrying the girl is not an image of horror, but an image of love. Completely transformed. It's a very different story, yeah.
We were working on Crimson Peak at the time.
Okay.
I had a day off. He called me into his office at lunchtime and said, okay, next movie I want to make. And he described The Shape of Water to me and said, I want you to play the creature, and this time it's going to be different for us. I want you're going to be the leading romantic male of this film. And then he, in a fish suit. Okay, so trying to make sense of this. But I thought, it's coming from Guillermo del Toro, and I know how much he loves his monsters and how much he loves putting them at the forefront,
yeah.
And with storyline and with sympathy. I knew that if anyone could pull this off, it would be him, and I was in very good hands.
I got an email from my agent that said, you're going to be meeting with Guillermo del Toro, and I'm like, oh my God, he knows who I am. And because I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
I've seen every movie that he's ever done. And I thought it was going to be like a 30-minute coffee at breakfast, and it turned into a 3-hour. Like, we were there from breakfast into the transition into lunch.
Wow.
And then almost the after-lunch crowd. Like, seriously, that's how long we talked.
So good.
And then we only talked about the movie for like the last 5 minutes, and all he said was, I wrote this part for you. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I want you to read it and tell me what you think.
Just got a chance to meet with him, and he gave me the script, and I went home and read it. He tried to talk with me a little bit about it, but he didn't go into it too much when we first met. We just sort of talked about all kinds of things, mostly art and creating things. Reading the script for the first time, the world was unusual and funny, and a combination of styles, and I loved that. You know,
yeah.
He wanted me to be a part of it.
So you just said yes.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
He sent me an email.
Yeah.
And he said, with the script in the email, he said, I want you to play Giles, and I hope you love it as much as I do. And that's all he said, and I read it, and I sent him an email back the next night and said, I think I do.
I sort of heard about it about, I think, 2 years before, or maybe even 3, and just heard the premise of the film. The agent said that there's no script, I don't really know, they're not giving much away, or he doesn't want to release much of the story, rightly so.
Yeah.
And I bumped into him weirdly at a party, and by that time you sort of think it's gone away, and
right.
He just picked me up, embraced me as he does, his biggest heart. He said, do you want to be in my film? I said, yes. I said yes. I've said yes 2 years ago. I can't believe that this is becoming a reality.